Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing great. This is Jen from Sundae Baubles, bringing you the third installment of Jewelry Collector Stories. Today we're going to focus on the collection of Queen Elizabeth II. She passed away at the age of 96 this week, and I thought it would be interesting to take a look at some of her favorite pieces. We'll begin with Elizabeth's childhood. At just 1 year old, she was photographed wearing a strand of pearls. Perhaps these made a lasting impression, as pearls were a favorite of hers throughout her lifetime. In 1935, her grandfather King George V celebrated his silver jubilee and gifted Elizabeth a triple strand of pearls. She is seen here sitting between her grandparents in a carriage traveling to the celebrations. This strand became part of her personal dress code early, and the pearls were again seen at her parents' coronation in 1937. Her parents had coronets commissioned for their daughters by Gerard. The design was initially much more complex, and a simpler, medieval-inspired coronet was chosen. Princess Elizabeth met Prince Philip of Greece and Denmark in 1939. Only a spectacular engagement ring would be suitable for the heir to the British throne, and this certainly put some pressure on her suitor. In 1946, Philip asked King George VI for his daughter's hand in marriage. The king granted his request, providing any formal engagement was delayed until Elizabeth's 21st birthday. Philip's mother, the Princess Alice of Greece and Denmark, provided a tiara to be dismantled for an engagement ring. The tiara was said to have been a wedding gift to her in 1903 when she married Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark. She received it from her aunt and uncle, the Tsar Nicholas II and Tsarina Alexandra Fedorovna of Russia. 3-carat center stone, 5 diamonds on either side, set in platinum, this ring was created in 1946. Seen here, next to it, we see a wedding ring that is made of Welsh gold, as is tradition for British royal brides. Dismantling jewelry is not a new concept, it's been done for centuries. The idea being, if a piece no longer serves its purpose, take it apart and reuse the components to make something more meaningful. That's exactly what was done with the tiara, and many people still practice this today. When the tiara was dismantled, there were sufficient diamonds remaining for Philip to design a special wedding gift for his royal bride-to-be. Seen here is the beautiful bracelet that he gifted her for her wedding day. Another wedding gift from Elizabeth's parents were these stunning Cartier earrings. Inherited by the Queen Mother in 1942 from her friend Dame Margaret de Greville, they were made in 1918 and modified and lengthened through 1929. Elizabeth did not pierce her ears until 4 years after her wedding, after which they became a favorite for galas and important events, shown here on her for her coronation portrait. Canada is one of the Commonwealth nations, and Britain's ruler is the head of state for all Commonwealth nations. We are completely independent, but there are still ties to the monarchy. Brooch, a beautiful diamond-studded maple leaf, was presented to the Queen Mother when she visited Canada in 1939. Elizabeth often lent this out to visiting royals, and here we can see an image of her wearing the brooch next to Catherine, Princess of Wales, who wore the same brooch on a state visit. Much like Elizabeth, I love pearls. Pearls have been a symbol of innocence and purity for many centuries, and they were even deemed as appropriate to wear in mourning jewelry during the Victorian period. Elizabeth owned pearls from a very early age. Let's take a look. Here is Elizabeth on the left, with baby Margaret in the middle. Each of them are already wearing a strand of pearls. Elizabeth's first important pearl necklace was given to her by her grandfather, King George V, for his silver jubilee in 1935. Here is 18-year-old Elizabeth journaling, wearing a strand of pearls that her father, King George VI, gave her for her birthday in 1944. One of Elizabeth's favorite necklaces was actually a set of 2 necklaces, known as the Queen Anne and Queen Caroline pearl necklaces. These were some of the oldest worn pieces in the collection, dating from the 18th century. They were gifted to her by her parents on her wedding. The smaller necklace is the Queen Anne, strung with 46 pearls, and the longer is the Queen Caroline with 50 pearls. They have individual clasps, but were always worn together. The pearls almost didn't make it to her wedding day, as they were on display at St. James Palace along with all of the other wedding gifts given to the couple. Her private secretary had to retrieve them and made it back just in time. Many of the royal women have decided to wear black along with their favorite strands of pearls to celebrate Elizabeth's life and commemorate her death. Let's take a look at some of Elizabeth's favorite pearl looks. Finally, we would be remiss not to take a look at Queen Elizabeth's favorite crown, which is actually a tiara. The Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara was a wedding gift Queen Mary's lady-in-waiting raised money for. The tiara cost £1,600 in 1895, and over 3 times that was raised. The surplus was donated to the widows and children of the victims of the HMS Victoria shipwreck of that year. Elizabeth was gifted this tiara by her mother, and wore it often throughout her lifetime. Thank you for joining this edition of Jewelry Collector's Stories. It's always fascinating to explore what pieces are meaningful to someone and how they might have marked different milestones in their life. If you're interested in sharing a piece from your collection or your collection as a whole, please do get in touch. My email is sundaebaubles@gmail.com. A special announcement: tomorrow morning, September 12th at 9 a.m. Eastern, and that is 6 a.m. Pacific, over on the Denim to Diamonds live auctions channel, there will be a jewelry auction that includes a free giveaway for a 19-inch pearl necklace with a diamond clasp. I hope you can join us there, and I will see you very soon. Take care, everyone.